Okay. So I just want to get on here to just say today is a very special day to me. Today is August 21st, 2020. And when I say manifestation works, manifesting and just really asking God and writing down in prayer and petition what you want in life or want in a spouse or the person you want to be with. When I say that is very real, it's real. So 2 years ago I went through a breakup, really bad breakup, and I got to a point where I was really depressed, and I was really like in the dumps. But anywho, so August 21st of 2018, I was exercising and I was trying to get my revenge body going on. I created Heartbreak Millionaire at that time and everything. And I heard a voice. Like I journaled what I was going through every day. And I was praying. I was like, God, I don't understand why I feel like this person is my person. I don't understand what's going on, but I'm gonna give it to you. I'm writing this down. I'm gonna give it to you. I pray for him still. I love him still. I pray that his relationship works still, and it was just me just trying to not become bitter and not become that woman, like I didn't want to be her. Anyway, so I'm working out, and as I'm working out and I'm crying at this point and I'm working out, I hear a voice, and the voice says, 2 years, just wait, 2 years. And I immediately stopped working out, get my glutes on. I immediately stopped working out and I write it down, and I just say, God, if this is you, it shall come to pass. I'm gonna write this down, 8/21/2020, and just give it 2 years. Just give it 2 years and everything will be okay. We'll be back together, this, that, and the other. So as I'm waiting in between time, I end up liking one guy, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I like him. And then I end up liking another, and I'm just really trying to get through and get pushed to the 2-year mark, and just really like having doubts in between time, just really like, oh my God, it's not gonna work, like God told, I feel like that was God that told me. I wrote it down, I prayed about it, I believe it's gonna be 2 years, but give me a sign. So these guys just kept coming, and they were like some of the things that I wanted, but they weren't all of what I wanted, because at that point I'm writing lists. I'm like, okay, so what if the 2 years, I'm not gonna sit around and just wait on 2 years, but if it's God, it'll come to pass. I end up getting proposed to, and just really like, what is going on? This is not supposed to be happening. This is not my person, So fast forward to April of 2020, the beginning of some of the beginning of the pandemic, where we had to be in lockdown and quarantine or whatever. And I just get this strong nudge, like, this man is thinking about me. I need to call him to see if he's okay. Like, I need to know that he's okay during this time. And mind you, I'm not the type to be like, oh, checking up on a nigga. No, nigga, you need to check up on me. That's me. I'm that female. I'm not checking up on you. But I just felt like I needed to check up on him. And so one night I'm in the bed and I'm drinking wine. Mind you, I don't drink. I didn't drink at all. But I got me a glass of wine, and I'm just sitting there and I'm just thinking, and I was like really teary-eyed, and I was just like, I really love this man, and I really want to know if he's okay during these times. Like, I really want to know. And it just kept bothering me day in, day out. I really wanted to know. Like, I was so curious. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm drinking wine. I'm about to call him. So I call him, and then I hang up, and he immediately calls back, and I'm like, oh shit, he's okay. He's calling back. He's fine. So there's no need for me to keep calling him, because I done convinced myself that I just wanted to see if he was alive, if he was okay, right? So I'm like, I don't need this. And yeah, so I don't need to carry a conversation out with him. Anyway, he calls back, and I go, listen, I was just checking. I text him, and I was like, listen, I was checking to see if he was okay. It's all right. I never told him who I was, but I know he knew who I was or whatever. So then he just kept calling back. So I just answered, and I was just like, yes. And he's like, who's this? And I was like, don't worry about it. I was just really tripping, and I'm getting married, and I shouldn't even be calling you. I just wanted to know if you were okay, right? So then he kept calling. So at this time, one, I didn't accept the proposal. I'm just let y'all know that. So I wasn't really getting married. However, we kept talking. We ended up talking every day, right? So we ended up talking every day, morning, night, breakfast, like every day, about everything, about his relationship with homegirl, about my relationship with old boy, just about everything, the things that we like it was almost as if we had just met each other and we were getting to know each other all over again. And when I say I felt like, I thought I was in love then, this was on a whole different level. Like, I was falling in love with him all over again. I knew, like, I didn't even know if he was still in a relationship with his girl or not, and I really didn't care. I didn't ask or anything. Sorry, I had a phone call. But yes, it was just like we were falling in love with each other all over again, and it was almost as if it was just something deep. Like, it was deep. And I didn't realize what was happening until, well, today is August 21st, 2020. I didn't notice what was happening until let me see. I'm going to say in July, not even the end of July, until the end of July. And something kept nudging me, like, you need to look at your book, because you remember the 2 years, because I had forgot. He's like, you remember the 2 years? In the 2 years, you need to look inside your book. You need to see what date that was. Like, was that in July? Was that now? So I end up finding my book, and I find my book, and it says, well, you know what? Rewind, go back to when we ended up becoming a couple officially. He was just like, let me be your man, and at that point I was kind of mad at him at that moment, but I think he kind of could see that I was just over it, and we got into a kind of a thing, and I don't say a fight or argument. It was just like, I was just over his bullshit, because I already know, like, what kind of person he was, but I was still in love with him, whatever. So he was just like, let me be your man. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. So that happened, and then after a while, something nudged me and was just like, so I find my book, look in your book, find my book, look inside the book, and it's just a whole prayer about him, and how I heard God say, 2 years, August 21st, 2020, just wait. And I told God that I was going to wait, and I believed in everything that I was told, and this is what's going to happen. Today is 8/21st. I think I said 8/28. No, it's 8/21st is the day, 2020. 8/21st is the date that I wrote down in my book, not 8/28. I don't know where that come from. But today is the day, and when I tell you this man is everything that I could possibly ask for. It is indeed 2 years. We are together. He is no longer with the girl. He is with me. Mind you, that was a long distance relationship too. She lived in Amsterdam. Like, God knew what was up. But anyway, he every day he wakes me up. Like, he hasn't missed a day to tell me like how beautiful I am, good morning. It's just like we just have a mutual respect for each other. We have fun with each other. We learn and bounce ideas off of each other. We respect each other's boundaries. We communicate, and it's just everything that I could have possibly imagined and more. And to be honest, I'm waiting for God to blow my mind again. And I say all this to say, like, this story is that just pray about everything that you want. Like, I'm not here, like, a lot of people can say like, oh, that's not healthy, or you shouldn't want nobody to want you. It wasn't that. There was no doubt in my mind that he didn't want to be with me. There was no doubt in my mind that he was the wrong person for me. There was no doubt in my mind. Like, I just didn't know what happened and where things went wrong with us. Like, I didn't know. And there was no reason for our breakup at all. And God knows the heart. That's all I have to say. Like, God knew my heart. God knew his heart. And he knew that we both needed fixing in some area to bring us back together, to bring us in union. And it took 2 years, period. So pray about it. There's nothing that you can't have that you don't want. I mean, that you think that, I don't know how to put it, but y'all understand where I'm coming from. Like, you can have whatever. Just ask God. Just pray about it. He'll speak to you. He will tell you what you need to do. You just need to listen. And it's not all about the manifestation and stuff like that. If you write down and write in petition and pray about it and pray over it and believe that it will come, I'm telling you, it's in the Bible. You will have it. Like, you will have it. Like, girlfriend, pray, because I'm living this right now.